This is day 14 of you talking to me, and I'm talking to you. Yes, overall, I have been working a lot today, focusing on my memorization and even studying a bit. Um, the problem is that, I have to somehow learn to time manage today, which I don't know how because, I added another topic and I don't know how this is going to be really easy for me to do it or not. So it's going to be taking a lot of time, that's for sure. Another thing I need to know is that it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. It's going to be taking a while for me to like go through this and that or this. It'll take a lot of time, that's for sure. I can say that that's for sure. But the thing here is, like I really want to achieve that goal. I have some specific goals that I need to achieve through 75 Ultra Hard Challenge, and I'm gonna do that. So, if I have been studying biology, I've been studying biology and a bit of mathematics, limits and derivatives. So I thought, why not do some revision? So I will be doing the revision, and tomorrow morning I'll do another revision of the limits and derivatives maths, and if you look at my camera, I don't know why my camera is not working. I don't know why. I thought it would be working, but no, it's not working. So sorry for that issue, and I think you can at least hear my voice. I hope so. I just don't know because I'm using another phone. This phone somehow, you know, somehow does not make my audio audible for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, that's the one problem I just noticed from the past few months. But overall, I think it's fine now, and yeah, I'm really glad that the channel is working fine, and it's doing great. I love it. But right now, what we got to focus on is on my studies and all the other things. For you, you can focus on whatever you want to. If you're like working alongside with me, if you want to do it, then yeah, of course, you're free. You have the freedom to like choose anything to do that particular work, or if you're having your free time, spend your free time. You can do anything you want, but the thing is, I don't know how mine will be going. It's gonna be a bit difficult, and yeah, tomorrow I gotta like really lock in. That's how it is, dude. That's how it is. You gotta like lock in. Hi, hola, leader. Hola, leader. How are you? Leader John 6666. How are you doing, brother? I can read your chat. Shout out to Leader John 6666. Welcome back to another live stream of 75 Ultra Hard Challenge Day 14. Yes, overall, I can tell you what all things I've been doing. I'm doing some physical exercises. I have been, memorizing surahs. Now, yeah, it looks like I'm going out of the topic here in studies, but I also wanted to do this. I have, mentioned this in my previous live stream. That's why. So it's gonna be taking some time. That's for sure. It's gonna be taking some time. It's not easy at all, but I know that I can do it. Also, guys, do you mind if you subscribe? I mean, I don't like begging anything for this, but if you do that, I will be really happy. We are so close on reaching 100 subs. We just need 10 more, and then we're, then we are good for going on to reaching a really good sub goal right here. So, 100 sub goal is my next goal here. I'll really appreciate it, dude. Because like, dude, 100 subscribers is literally a big moment for me, and if you do that, I'll be really happy. So yeah. But anyways, if you move on, I'll be studying bio right now, and I will tell you what all things I will be doing in biology. In biology, we started with a unit called human physiology, one of the basic units, easy units, and it's a part where it becomes more conceptual and easier at the same time. Now, the thing here is about the human physiology is that the first chapter is known as breathing and exchange of gases. We are not this time. We are gonna like study, a physical process or a part of a respiration, which helps in exchanging of oxygen gas and carbon dioxide. So if we basically understand what exactly is respiration, first of all, we need to know what exactly respiration is. So, in order to go through and get the idea of what respiration is, we need to know that the oxygen may or may not be involved into that process. And based on that, we classify respiration into two: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. And let's specifically take aerobic respiration because we are studying human physiology, that is, life process taking place in a human being. And human being follows aerobic respiration, which means that he is using that oxygen for breaking down the glucose to form ATP molecules, or we can just say energy. Now, this reaction we see is a catabolic reaction where the bigger molecules are broken down to form smaller molecules, which are really interesting to know about it. That catabolic reactions of a bigger molecules forming smaller molecules, and this is done through many processes. Respiration involves glycolysis after glycol, which is a universal process. Then it involves oxidative decarboxylation, or you can say oxidative phosphorylation. My bad, it's oxidative phosphorylation. Then it will go through something called Krebs cycle, or tricarboxylic cycle, or citric acid cycle. And then it goes through this oxidative decarboxylation, or you call it as electron transport chain, one of the most complex things to know. And then that's where the whole number of ATP of molecules can be produced. Initially, the ATP of molecules can be obtained, but the large number of ATP molecules, or the overall ATP number of ATP molecules to be produced, can be seen after the ETC process, that is the electron transport chain. So I think that's it to know more about it. And yeah, I mean, that's how easy it is to like go through and understand what exactly this is. Now, in order to go through respiration, we need to know that how exactly we are obtaining oxygen. So, in order to obtain the oxygen, we involve a process in the respiration that is known as breathing. Now, this breathing we know is something where you inhale oxygen and you exhale carbon dioxide, right? So, if you're inhaling oxygen, you're of course, exhaling carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So how does this exactly happen? Like, how does this oxygen gets inhaled and how does the carbon dioxide gets exhaled? Like, how even is the carbon dioxide formed from your body and then it's released? So in order to understand that, let's first understand the mechanism of the breathing. So the mechanism of the breathing can be seen in different animals. Okay, before we even go to that deep topic, we need to also know how different organisms do different types of breathing levels. Like there are different types of breathing methods they follow. So in animal kingdom, there are 13 phyla, no, 11 phyla, and these 11 phyla were going from sponges, porifera, up to chordata. The most simple one, that is your porifera, ctenophora, coelenterata, platyhelminthes, aschelminthes, all of them follow simple diffusion because they don't have any such kind of respiratory system. However, annelids like that, mainly specifically for earthworms, they have these moist cuticle skins which help them in respiration, which is also known as cutaneous respiration. Oh yeah, cutaneous respiration. That's how I always remember this. So annelida that contains the earthworms, those earthworms follow cutaneous respiration. Now, how does this take place? The moisture of the skin that the earthworm has, it uses that type of skin to take the oxygen and release the carbon dioxide throughout the skin itself. In amphibians, it's the same process. They're actually using their skin too. That is known as cutaneous respiration, and that's one such technique to understand what exactly is going on. Now let's move on to the other one. That is after this annelids. That is arthropoda. What is arthropoda? Arthropoda mainly contains something called insects. You know, many people know what is insects. That one kind of organism which always irritates us. I mean, I don't know how many people would want the insects to be existing or not, but yeah, they play a major role sometimes. However, if you look at the insects, the arthropoda phyla, we get to understand one such thing, that the arthropoda which live on the land, they have these, various network types of tubes, tracheal tubes, and these tracheal tubes you see helps in the respiration called tracheal respiration, and that's how the terrestrial arthropods are capable of this. However, if we talk about another kind of an arthropod, that is the aquatic arthropod, how do they exactly follow that? How is that even possible for them to follow it? So if I make you or give you an understanding of the aquatic arthropods, they basically do one kind of conceptual thingy. They basically use their gills. That is the one such easy part to understand about what is gills. It basically takes in water, and then it's absorbing that, and then it absorbs that oxygen that dissolves, and oh god, and then it removes the water through gills. So yeah, that gills is used, and we call this as branchial respiration. Now this cannot only be seen in this is only not seen in the aquatic arthropods. This is also seen in mollusca phylum, and it is very interesting to know about it. Now, this aquatic arthropods like prawns or crabs, they do have gills actually. They do have these kinds of features. So yeah. Now let's talk about higher level organisms like phylum Chordata. What do they have? What is their speciality? Like how are they capable of this kind of big respiration? Now, if I tell you one thing, where does the respiratory system start in the phyla's arrangement of the animal kingdom? So I would say kingdom Arthropoda. That's where the respiratory systems are started to form. So if I talk about Arthropoda, the Arthropoda system basically follows this one such thingy. Okay. After arthropoda, that is the higher level, organisms like your mammalia or aves, or we can say amphibians, or you can say reptilia. All of these kinds of organisms that are coming under phylum Chordata, they will be following different types of respirations. Like mostly they will be following pulmonary respiration, or this pulmonary respiration can be also seen in other ways, that is tracheal respiration, or branchial, no, not tracheal respiration, branchial respiration, or cutaneous respiration in the amphibians, along with the pulmonary respiration. And like the invertebrates, like the superclass spices, that is mainly for fishes, they undergo through the help of the respiration known as branchial respiration. And that's it for knowing this paragraph or this part. However, we need to know how the human respiratory system works. How does the breathing of the oxygen, how does the oxygen gets taken inside our body? So the oxygen gets inhaled through, it gets inside our body through the external nostrils. It reaches the nasal chamber through the help of nasal passage. Then then after nasal chamber, it goes through the pharynx, which is the common passage of the food and the air. And after that, we get to see that through this they reach the larynx, which is the voice box, or it produces the voice, where the it is a cartilage, is It is made of the cartilage tissues, and those cartilage tissues which we basically see in our human body, these are capable of producing voice in the our larynx. Now if we talk about our larynx, once we move further down, we get to know that it gets divided into trachea, and there is an opening through the esophagus that is known as glottis, and it is covered by this another kind of flappy cartilaginous thingy, this which is known as epiglottis, and that's how it is capable of separating the air and food. That's how it is done. I think I've said by mistake. Oh yeah, my bad. Epiglottis helps in the passage of air. It blocks the food. I think I accidentally said that. My bad. I'm so sorry. Not meant to say that. But yeah. Anyways, you get it. What I'm trying to say. But still, if you understand what exactly am I mentioning here, that that our if any kind of substance enters into our respiratory system other than the gases, it can literally suffocate our respiratory system. So we need to be really careful with that, whenever we are eating, because we cannot laugh, or we cannot talk, or we cannot like walk or run or anything, because it can enter into the wrong pipe, and that's why we should be really careful while we are eating. Because sometimes it can enter through our trachea, and then it can enter through the lungs, which is really dangerous. But look at them, bro. Like, bro, that you shouldn't be doing, dude. You shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be eating while laughing, or else it will enter into your lungs. Why? Because that food will suffocate your body, and you know what happens next. You will suffer breathing. Okay, well, guys, I'm just joking. Chill, cool down, cool down. You don't want to worry about it, right? Yeah, you don't want to worry about it. Well, let's move on. I don't know what's happening to this guy. Yo, so if we move on, we gotta know that this suffocation, in order to remove that, we have something called epiglottis. This epiglottis thingy helps in taking that food into the esophagus and block the passage of the air cavity, or else you're doomed, or else you'll suffocate. I'll also suffocate if I didn't have any kind of this epiglottis thingy. So yeah, then you have rings of cartilage present around the trachea, which is very important, or else your respiratory system will literally break down. That's one thing you need to know. You don't want your respiratory system break down, right? Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Yeah. Okay, I think you didn't get it. My bad. Oh, ow. Someone beat me. Okay, never mind. Let's understand another thing. What is it? What exactly is it? To understand that thing, what exactly is it to go through that thing? Okay, what is it? Oh, wait a minute, I got it. Oh, wait a minute, I got it. Let me just show you. So, if we understand after what happens in trachea, it divides into bronchi, and this bronchi is known as primary bronchi, which enters into our lungs. Yeah, lungs that we basically know, which helps in our breathing, right? Right, right. Yeah, never mind. Okay, I don't want to scare you. My bad. So, in order to understand what exactly I am saying, is that this bronchi will separate into secondary bronchi. This secondary bronchi will divide into tertiary bronchi. Now, this tertiary bronchi will divide into initial bronchioles, and then this initial bronchioles will divide into final bronchioles, then final bronchioles into alveoli. This alveoli is in the form of alveolar duct, alveolar passage, alveoli. Then we have capillaries. Did you understand, guys? Okay, never mind. I think you didn't. What was that, dude? I don't know. I think my voice got distorted or something. I don't know, dude. Something really had happened. Oh God, what was that? dying, bro. What was that, bro? Nah, my camera ain't working, guys. My camera ain't working. I'm so sorry, dude. Like, if I had my camera option enabled, I don't know why it's not working. If it was working, then I would have, like, oh yeah, let's go, dude. I can finally, like, interact with you guys, but no, I cannot. Oh, yeah, anyways, if well, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry for the delay. I don't know what just happened. I think my battery went, my phone went dead. I'm so sorry for that. Mm, okay, what questions I should ask? Okay, so yeah, there's a small topic left, that is, talking about how the breathing exactly takes place. So the pulmonary ventilation of this is a very small topic. It will take just less amount of time. Pulmonary ventilation of it takes place basically where the oxygen is taken in, then the diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the alveoli, through the help of capillaries. There is a diffusion that takes place, and then we have the another type of thing, that is the transport of oxygen, sorry, is it, yeah, transport of oxygen through blood, and then again the diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide through blood, between blood and tissues, and finally we have the catabolic reactions, in which oxygen is involved in it for the respiration process to form energy, and then carbon dioxide is released. That's how the process of full breathing has been done. The breathing can be of two types, the exchange part or the alveoli part, and then we call the other one, that is the conducting part. As far as I know from the exchange part, the gases are diffused, like the oxygen and carbon dioxide, they get exchanged, right? For inhalation and exhalation, the oxygen and carbon dioxide is exchanged. But what is exactly the role of the conducting part? We need to really know what exactly the conducting part is capable of, right? So, like, whenever anyone can ask, so we need to know about it. That's how it is. But yeah, it basically helps in moisturizing the air, as far as I remember, and it's also really helpful in transportation of the atmospheric air, that is oxygen specific, and then yeah, you can say again humidifies the air, and it also clears it from the foreign particles like dust particles or something. And yeah, that's it. Mechanism of breathing are of two types: inspiration and expiration. And yeah, guys, that's it, I guess. Well, I think that's it for now. It's time to go. I don't wanna like go for more. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in to the stream. Love you guys. Allah Hafiz. Bye. I gotta go now. I gotta lock in. So yes, bye. So yeah, bye guys. Also, can you subscribe to my channel, because we are so close on hitting 100 subs. Like, we're just 10 subs away from it. I don't like begging for subscribers, but if you do it, I would really appreciate it, because I feel like one sub is like 1 million subs for each. I don't know what, that's how I feel sometimes. Anyways, I gotta go. Allah Hafiz and bye.